machine from somebody because I just thought he was a cool guy, and that was it. And that guy is very lucky, if you know what I mean, right? Very lucky guy, dude. And, he drives his R8 around, -2, really cool, super cool dude, like, love him to death, it's a great guy. But I didn't join because I wanted to build this business. I joined because I loved my dad enough and I loved my sister enough. And today, after 3 years, after the day that my dad told me that I was so dumb for buying this machine for him, he was like, Brendan, oh, my dad's white, so like, I can't do the accent, sorry guys. Brendan, why would you buy this machine? I could build this in my garage. Do you know how freaking dumb I felt? I'm like, really, you can? Because like, you know what, I didn't look into it. He's like, yeah, I get a box, I get some water, I get some plates, I do some this. I'm like, oh damn, I got scammed. I'm like, oh no, I got scammed. But guess what happened? He started drinking my water. My little sister started drinking my water, because little sisters what? Love their big brothers, right? And guess what? She goes to school every day with her Kangen bottle. She tells all her friends that I sell magic water, and I am the magic man. Pretty cool stuff, yeah? Look, I know this is really fun, and I love sharing this story with so many people, but that was the beginning of so much more. After it helped my father, it helped my sister. I can't say it helped my mother, because if you know anything about Asian women, they're like cockroaches. They just get stronger over time. Like seriously, my mother, abs, six-pack, sculpted back, she's always been like skinny fat her entire life, and then all of a sudden she turned like 45 and boom, buff. I'm like, what are you eating? Well, you know what? I've discovered this. I looked all over my family. Asian women only get stronger over time. They're built Ford tough. It's awesome. And look, after that, if you've been an entrepreneur before, if you've been in this industry before, you know that the hardest part about this is getting the acceptance and the approval and the support from your family, right? It's almost hard to mention this to your friends because you're afraid of being judged, right? This is what I gotta tell you guys. I stayed so consistent with this. I did so much. I went through so much just despair with, my parents not agreeing with what I was doing, friends not agreeing with me. I can't even remember the last time I talked to my friends in high school that didn't believe in network marketing or direct sales or entrepreneurship. They're still at their parents' house, so I don't know who was right, but it definitely not them, right? Just saying. Okay, I'm not here to talk smack, but I think this works, right? Last year, I was invited to speak on stage at the Las Vegas convention, and my dad and my mother came, and my little sister came, and my best friends came, and literally my entire close group of friends came. And to get that approval from your father and your mother for something that they didn't approve of before, which they'll love you no matter what, but something that they didn't approve before, that is something that I hope every single one of you get to experience. Because the thing is, I would love to say it was my dedication and hard work that got their approval, that got them to believe in what I do, that got them to believe in all this, but it wasn't. I could have worked hard doing anything, but at the end of the day, I worked hard doing something that actually impacted people's lives, right? You guys know that you guys are doing the same thing? Would you guys be excited to know that if you stayed consistent with this thing, just don't let up, and Cynthia's right, you don't have to start over if you don't give up, right? So I stayed consistent with this thing nonstop. I kept on getting the judgment, the silent treatment from people, the ignorance of people, and I just nodded my head. Because I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing good things. I'm changing people's lives. I get messages all the time. I get calls all the time about what this water is doing for people, what this business is doing for people, what we are doing for people on a massive scale. And then to be on a stage like this in front of about this many people in Vegas, with all my peers, with all these people that believe in the same thing that I do, and then have a small pocket of people that are my family and my friends that didn't always believe in what I did, finally believe in this? Now that's priceless. I hope you get that. That is just priceless. Would you guys agree?
Yes.
So I want you guys to know that you guys are all here at the right time. I know, the corny saying, with the right people, with the right opportunity, with the right stuff, because Look, this thing is becoming more normal and normal every single day. There's a reason why these companies are starting to sell alkaline bottled waters. It's because they know that is a trendy topic. They know that people are purchasing that are more alkaline. But guess what? We're not gonna fall for it, right? Right? And we're gonna share the truth. And guys, if you guys have, raise your hand if you guys have been in like opportunities like before this. Like I want to see. Okay, so there's a good amount of you. You guys know that I've been in about 10. I've started when I was 20, okay? And guys, I had that freaking like, I'm that hot fly guy in the new industry. Like I'm gonna join this, join that. I just wanted to just do whatever, right? But this is the first company that I've ever been in where the company is older than my parents. Like, come on, that's sort of a big deal. Like, I know so many of us, like, we see ourselves as entrepreneurs, and we're like, oh, dude, we gotta get in the bottom, we gotta start at the start, we gotta be the first ones. Guys, where there's more opportunity, there's usually more risk. You know that, right? Startups have, what, a 99% chance to fail in the first 5 years? You guys know that, correct? And if you didn't, now you do? You guys are in a room learning about this water, learning about this company, where the company is almost 5 decades old, but has the same opportunity of an upside as a startup. And it's like literally right in your face. You guys know that, right? Damn, that's crazy. Oh, darn it, I said the D word, my bad. Like, okay, cool, you guys forgive me? All right, cool. But that's what's going on here today. You guys are seeing a phenomenon. You guys are seeing something that I don't think will ever happen again. The water's not getting any better, correct? The problem's only getting bigger. And if you guys know this, do you guys know the secret to success? Like the equation, like the absolute equation that applies to everything? You guys want to hear it? Yes. Define a massive problem, provide a massive solution, and be really, really happy about it because you did something really good and you get paid massive dollars. Okay. Wow. Okay? All right, so I think we can all agree here from the demonstration, this is all just BS. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This stuff, like all this stuff here that everyone's drinking, like, how can you go back to this, right? Because if I can share with you guys, like when I first saw this demonstration, it was like a week before I pulled the trigger on the machine. I go drink a bottle of water, I'm like, oh no. And then I would just be like dehydrated. I'm like, let's go, what do I do? I would literally drive an hour to the Enagic office in Torrance, and I just explained something geographically to a bunch of Australians in California. So imagine driving to Brisbane to get water. Yeah, it was like that. And then seeing your loved ones, like your mother, your father, like drinking out of the tap, like you're just like, ooh, what are you doing? Like, ooh, like, stop that. Like, what are you doing? Like, it was literally getting to that point, right? And all of that happened, and I didn't know what was coming next. I didn't look at this as an opportunity. I didn't look at this as something to make me millions of dollars. I didn't look at this to do any of the sort. Did this give me my massive success? Absolutely. Is this going to continue to do that? Absolutely. I don't believe the problem's getting any smaller, right? So I want you guys to just remember, whenever you guys see your loved ones drink any of this, to remember this face. Like, ooh, like what are you doing, right? Okay, so we are almost ready for lunch, and this is what I'm going to leave you guys off with. Look, everyone is here for a reason. If you are new, awesome. We're excited to meet every single one of you. If you guys have been in the business for a while and are looking for a breakthrough, you're going to have that here. You are going to have that breakthrough here. Whether you identify with me, whether you identify with Cynthia, whether you identify with Sean, David, Brody, Rob, all these other leaders, Jenny, Shay, Crystal, like whatever leader you identify with, you're going to find that here. You're going to find that support because this is the event that where all the lines, where all the borders of all the teams are going to be shattered. Where all the freaking like, oh, but dude, they're not in my... That's going to be gone, okay? And I'm calling out every single leader here. I'm looking at you guys. I'm looking at every single one to take the time, to take the opportunity to now, all you guys in the front row, you guys have 15 minutes to go meet all these new people that have decided to grace us with their presence and give us all the opportunity to share what we have to share with them, okay? So in these next 15 minutes, I want you guys to meet 5 new people, get connected with them, get their social medias, get their Instagrams, get their Facebooks, and get to know each other. Is that okay? All right, welcome to Unify.